Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Kansas offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got a man, it's Nicholson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent. He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know that having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Stoneburner. Moving away from pressure. On the move, he fires. Working the middle. They finally get to him. A lot the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Michigan State! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Rides the back on the option to give. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Spartans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
Power football with the run. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for. his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Ready to fire from the pistol. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. So first down here as they go back to work. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're going back to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to throw, it's Stoneburner. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Thorne. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Pulls it in, it's Thorne. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Temple. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Bryant. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They boot it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Stoneburner. With the catch, it's Thorne. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. First down for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So
there he goes. Quick step and go. Big play for this offense, and they get it to the 32. The Spartans will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Thorne. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught in the backfield. It's Gould.
Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Back to throw, it's Stoneburner. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends tagging the decibel meter on third down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. They'll immediately call timeout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Throws it back. Under fire. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield, it's Stoneburner. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Creates a little space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if he's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Toss sweep right. And some room to work. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Spartans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Jayhawks are in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Trying to do it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet Owen catch is plenty to give them a first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Gets rid of it. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Out of the gun. The running back has it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just knowing.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Rock Chalk! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Stoneburner. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit, because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Spartans will send out the punt unit.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll start this drive from the 42. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Snagged out of the air. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Dumps it to the back. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a three... They got it! It's blocked! Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Jayhawks are on the move. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Fires left. Found a seam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Just keep swinging it. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Kennesaw State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Got enough for the first. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Dropping back, it's Stoneburner. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
How about of this offense, man. You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The toss sweep to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He's got it on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get it.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's 3rd down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So,
and he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference champion.